Hi guys, another day, another video. Today I thought I'd talk about the gear selector indicator on the CB500X. But prior to that, I'd just like to apologise for previous videos where I noticed the image quality wasn't too good, and I noticed there was a bit of the camera shake and stuff in it. Then I realised I never had the image stabiliser turned on in this new camera I bought to do the videos on, so hopefully there's a big improvement this time and we can get a bit better or clearer image with no shake, or very little shake. Okay guys, we'll get into it now. Get back on the bike, switch cameras, and then talk about the gear indicator display on the CB500X. Well guys, here's a bit of a look at the dash and the gear indicator running along. I think you'll agree now, for a learner coming into the sport, they want to know what's going on, this is the way to go. Nice and clear what gear you're in. And everything fine in that line. I've had to increase the brightness to the dash display to make it show up a little bit better than how it was earlier on, so I'm now on full brightness on the dash. Put that aside. Now on another note, the daughter who's decided she wouldn't mind to get a motorcycle licence, she's just been out there taking a bit of practice on a motorbike at one of the learner schools, and she too had a fair bit of trouble straight off, wondering what gear she was in, and so I think from anyone just coming into the sort of exciting world of motorcycle riding, these new learner bikes with gear indicators, slipper clutches and ABS braking, well, you've got everything you really want if you're a learner, compared to years ago when you had no safety aids and just had to put up with it and take the risk. Now it's a totally different ball game, and like you said, you can see the gear selector working nice, and you can just look down and see what it is. You've got your slipper clutch there working away well, so there's no trouble about with the bike. And there's nothing better, because as anyone knows, when you're looking at going for a ride on anything of that, you pull up or something, you don't know what gear you're on when you first start practicing as a learner. One thing I do like now, since I've increased the brightness to full on the dash, even though it's getting a bit late now, it's a lot easier to read. And there was no problem with it before, but I'd say even now when I get out in the road in daylight, it'll be a lot better than what it was prior to that, and I had no trouble then, but like all in things, it's an improvement now. So that bit aside, at least you get an idea now how the bike handles the afternoon ride, and more importantly, how the instruments. There is a little bit of a glare probably maybe coming through from the camera onto the dash, but if you're having a trouble watching this video and reading the instrumentation, when you're on the bike yourself you have no trouble at all reading it, so you'd really need something like a polarizer filter on this camera lens to be able to knock out the reflection from the display unit, but after you knock that out there'd be no trouble whatsoever, I suppose. But I just don't know if these GoPro style cameras, if you can get a small polarising lens to fit over them or not. I haven't looked into that. But the main thing is, when you get there, fifth, look at this, still running along in 45 kilometres an hour in 6, 5, 4, 3. So, you know, when you look at it that way, it's a very torquey motor.